out of the way. Not that I've actually shoulder barged anyone onto the floor. Don't give a that you're there. Open the other door. Content is rubbish. Welcome back, guys and girls, to SOC. How's it going? Just had to pop out this evening for a quick little ride and found a perfectly reasonable excuse to come out. I still have, I don't know if you guys remember, maybe not, maybe you've seen the video, maybe you haven't, from when I lost my rear, well, my number plate, or license plate, whatever you want to call it, a few months ago now, I think, and I had to take it into Rockies to get all fixed up, blah blah blah. Well, the guy that I was with at the time, who very kindly lent me a couple of his bungee cords to reaffix said number plates to the pillion pegs so that I could ride home. Well, I still have those bungee cords. And it's been way too long. So, popping out to take those back to him this evening, and oh my god, that Aston Martin was glorious. I don't even know what that was, but it was stunning. Anyway, distraction over. Yeah, so popping out to take those back to him. I thought I'd get you guys a vlog while I was at it. The other thing that I wanted to quickly mention as well is that I think I'm gonna start monetizing the channel, and it's not actually because I want to monetize the channel and make any money, because I won't, I don't think, or at least not worthwhile amount of money from it. The reason that I wanted to try it out is because I got like mediumly quickly to around 250 subscribers, and since then it's really like leveled out. I haven't had many more subscribers joining, and it might just be that my content is and no one actually wants to watch it as highly possible, because obviously YouTube have an incentive to prioritize. What are you doing, mate? Yeah, YouTube obviously have an incentive to promote monetized videos more, right? Because it's how they make their money. If if they can show an advert on a video, you know, that's how they generate their revenue. So I wonder if it's the case that monetized videos get, you know, prioritized over non-monetized videos in terms of you know, rankings on searches or anything like that. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm hoping that if I monetize the channel, I'll just get a few more subscribers and a few more views, really. If it doesn't work, and it genuinely is because the content is rubbish and no one wants to watch it, which I'm okay with, then I'll take the monetization back off for sure. Because, yeah, well, you know, adverts irritate me a little bit. Do you know what? That's been really irritating me loads at work at the moment. Just people in general are irritating me. So, firstly, slow walking people in particular in more crowded environments where there's no option but to have to walk behind them for a certain amount of time until there's room to overtake. Yeah, that really annoys me. I think that's an annoyance a lot of people have got. But one of the other things that I've been noticing recently that I get very, very annoyed about is in corridors, right? And there's a lot of corridors at work, and I have to walk around the building all the time, and You know, but I guess it'd be the same in places like hospitals or just any large building where you've got like longish corridors and they're relatively busy, people walking up and down them all the time. Here's what bugs me. Firstly, when people, like a group of 3 or 4 people, are walking side by side, and when someone else is walking in the opposite direction to them, they don't really get out of the way. They just assume that you're going to disappear into oblivion for the couple of seconds it takes them to walk past, and then reappear once they've passed you. Like, what the hell? Get out of the way. Move over. Quite often I would like move my shoulders almost, like walking sideways along the corridor to get out of their way for them. But what I've basically taken to doing is just shoulder barging them to the floor. Not that I've actually shoulder barged anyone to the floor. So yeah, firstly, shoulder barging people out of the way who have no interest in being polite and moving aside for someone walking in the opposite direction down the corridor. And it works the same. They're often walking really, really slowly as a group. So you, even if you're walking at like a normal medium pace behind them, they tend to then get in your way and stay in your way, and they don't realise, or they just don't give a that you're there. So they're just in your way permanently, whether you're walking at them or walking behind them, irritating people like that. So they can do one as well. Finally, and this one's a bit of a weird one. Like, I'm not sure, because those first two, I reckon there's plenty of people that get annoyed about that. But this one is something I've never heard anyone moan about. In a lot of the corridors at the place where I work, there are double doors, right? And when you get people approaching those doors from both directions, right, one of those people is going to get to that set of doors first, obviously. And what really annoys me is the person who gets to that set of doors second, right, waits for the person coming in the other direction to go through the door that they've chosen to open, and then goes through the same door. Like, and this is fine if it's just the person coming the other direction and the other, if it's just 2 people, fine, right? Because you're only irritating yourself, and no one else is affected by it. But my problem is when it's busy. When it's busy and you have, say there's one person who reaches the set of doors first, and then there's like 3 people coming in the opposite direction wanting to go through the doors in the other direction, and you get that one person at the front who stands right in front of the other perfectly operational door and waits for the other person to come through. And this compounds, obviously, if you have multiple people coming from the other direction, because then they have to wait for longer for all of those people to come through the door and then walk through the same door. Open the other door! Open the other goddamn door, right? There's 2 doors there for a reason. It's so that when there's multiple people coming to that set of doors, they can both be opened and both be used in opposite directions. You're an idiot. Glad to have got that off my chest, if I'm honest. Why? This is another thing that annoys me. Right. Why have I got Wi-Fi here? I guarantee you the Wi-Fi doesn't work. I guarantee you. So why connect me to Wi-Fi that doesn't work? Leave me off the goddamn Wi-Fi. Leave me on 3G where I can actually achieve things. Then, because what happens is I have to turn off the Wi-Fi to be able to get my 3G, and then when I go back home, the Wi-Fi is now off, so I'm using my data. So now the Wi-Fi is off and I'm using my data at home because my phone has auto-connected me to a Wi-Fi network which doesn't work. Idiots. Oh, it's a lovely reservoir. Sheep! It's bloody sheep as well. Alright. This is the closest it comes to like a road in America, in England, where the road is as straight as you can be, and goes for almost as far as you can see, and then just disappears in the horizon. It's not actually that far, but it just dips over the edge there, so it looks like it's going on forever. But it's fun, and there's probably a bazillion flies splatting all over the lens right now, because there's a lot of flies splatting all over my visor, which is pretty disgusting. It's probably all over my shirt as well, which is nice.